2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Aaron Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And Murray with the second chance points.
And Jamal Murray showing that he's capable moving without the ball to find some points.
For 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Batum with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Leonard outside for Batum. Jackson against Barton. Back to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. For Murray. Doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Gordon the pass to Murray. And here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Jackson looking it over. And it's sent back by Jokic. And they get it back. George up top. Barton defending. George with the bucket. So it's Denver now, trailing by 2. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. From downtown. Outside Leonard. Pass to Batum. Takes the 13-footer. Good on the shot. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Batum following the score by Aaron Gordon. Batum wide open. He fires. Porter pulls it in.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Back to Barton. And the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Jackson. Unloads from 13. The shot by George, no good. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. For the Nuggets. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And yes, it's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Oturu, the pass to Coffee. Some solid defense from Clark. McGee inside. That one drops for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Rondo. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Right side Millsap. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Millsap misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And there's the feed to Millsap. And there it is for him. Millsap's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Out to the wing. Back to Rondo. Shoots the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Keeps it alive. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Pass to man. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Morris. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. Launches it. Dives for it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 8. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's George on the wing. Takes the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Green kicks to McGee. They get the rebound.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Denver shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. George, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Now, here's Batum. There's Jackson with the three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Looking to end the run.
Jokic showing off the defensive work there, outstanding and staying in the face of his man.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Here's Murray, stolen by Jackson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Murray surveying the D. And so it's Denver, 13.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 13-point lead. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Nuggets leading by 13. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Jamal Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Floats it up for Jokic. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. So both teams changing it up here. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. 17 points was their biggest margin.
I see him.
From deep. Barton against Kennard. Here's Millsap. The shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Mann. Nice D from Porter.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
A shot by Batum, no good. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The 3, it's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Mann passes to Leonard. Outside, Batum. From deep 3-point range, offensive rebound. No good that time. The Nuggets leading by 15. Barton outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Got a hand on it, but they recover it. Campazzo. Denver the rebound. Jokic finds Porter. Campazzo. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Passes it to Batum. Now here's Kennard. Barton defending. From the wing. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Campazzo. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Patterson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter. This time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. 1:15 left in the third. And there's the pass to Dozier. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
A nice shot by George.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The Nuggets leading by 13. Outside Gordon. Kicks it to Millsap. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Patterson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking. The second chance effort. Pass to Patterson. Outside, Batum hits the 3-point bomb.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Campazzo lays it up off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things.
And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Clippers trail by 10. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Coffey in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Clippers on defense. Here's Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
From deep, George. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Murray outside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Rondo dishes to George. Beyond the arc. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Dozier. Count that one. Dozier's got his first 2 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to McGee. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Rondo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Murray kicks to Millsap. The pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 6. And Murray, here we go. From the arc. The offensive rebound, McGee. And another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. That's good from McGee. So both teams making some changes here. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard from deep. Tries yet again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Porter.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Both good from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Jackson against Murray. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Murray against Jackson. Murray the pass to Barton. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. George looking over the floor. A 3-ball. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Porter. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McGee with the block.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Murray for 3. Batum grabs the miss. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bull. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Fires for 3. The kick out to Barton. Fires the 3. There's the 3. It's off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic. And there's Gordon, and it's Porter, and at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Now here's Murray. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Murray, good.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the pass to Doncic. And it's in there.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Now, here's Doncic. The 3. The shot off that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Murray against Doncic. Jokic with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Doncic outside. Passes it to Richardson. Doncic looking it over. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Murray. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Porter.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Here's Finney-Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Doncic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
And here is Murray. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Richardson outside to the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic finds Porter. Now here's Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. That three off the mark. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Outside Hardaway. There's the dish to Redick. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Nuggets now on offense. Campazzo. Rebounded by Hardaway. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's Redick on the wing. Back to Brunson. Here's Dozier, covered by Redick, and stolen by Redick. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. From downtown, it doesn't go for him. Now Denver takes it the other way, and here they come.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Brunson finds Powell. Here's Hardaway. Now the pass to Powell. Back to Hardaway. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Dozier. Pass to McGee. Jacks up a three. Denver gets it back. Outside Millsap. Off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Outside for Redick. It's tipped. Here's the break. Campazzo. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 4. Now Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Millsap. Back to Clark. Clock is at 3. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one, good. McGee's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Campazzo passes to Dozier. Great D that time from Redick.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Kleba following the missed shot by Will Barton to stop the drought. Second shot opportunity, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
With the combination of his agility and height, you could see Porzingis growing into an elite rebounder at some point.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Right side, Gordon. Back to Jokic. Murray for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
Doncic, right side. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beat. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 5.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Kleba and stolen by Murray. The pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Free throw, good. Jokic. Mavericks trail by 8. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Tipped away. Richardson against Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And
Richardson drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Over to the left wing. Jokic passes to Millsap, and it goes down 2 points. Millsap's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Not being shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Doncic with it. Porzingis passes to Doncic. 5 to shoot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis' outstanding mobility.
Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Here's Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 8.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Well, that's the elastic reach of Porzingis. Corrals that one and makes certain it drops home.
Doncic against Murray. Now here's Porter. He's covered closely. Yep, it counts.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Kept alive. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. There's the pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Over Murray. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Kleber, the pass to Richardson. Inside. It's deflected. Here's Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. The dish to Murray. There's the triple. That shot off. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nuggets ahead, up 11. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with JaMychal Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. It's good on the putback. Powell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Outside, Green. Campazzo. Cauley Stein defending. Campazzo. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here is Powell. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Brunson the pass to Powell. That one goes. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Pass to Dozier. There's the feed to McGee. 2 on the clock. Campazzo. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Denver with a change here, too. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jermichael Green. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Outside for Redick. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 7. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Campazzo. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. Rebound by JaVale McGee. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Dozier passes to Millsap. Gordon with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. Gordon's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Mavericks trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Gordon finds McGee. Basket good.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Brunson. Back to Porzingis. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nuggets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway against Gordon. Hardaway, no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
McGee with no one around. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. It's never...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Lillard misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Barton passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Here's Murray after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's McCollum. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Oh, Porter in position.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Fires the 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Will Barton. Lillard with it. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard attacking. The shot's good.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lillard outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That shot missing.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack it in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for the shooters.
Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Lillard against Murray. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Jokic.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. McCollum outside, kicks to Cantor. Pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher, and doesn't mind the physical battles.
Portland shooting their first free throw this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Denver leading by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gordon inside. Anthony on him. And the basket by Gordon.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's Powell on the wing. From the arc. They get it again.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
And so it's Denver in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it, staying positive.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. We've got Murray. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
McCollum finds Cantor. Here's Simons. And there's the pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by McGee.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
And that's an intentional foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Lillard outside. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
The kick out to Porter. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. 18 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got his second basket.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Passes it to McGee. to the paint. And the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Pass to Lillard. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And a deep three from Lillard. The long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got 9 points.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Campazzo.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Trailblazers trail by 10. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now Nurkic pass to Lillard. Launches it. Millsap grabs the miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Clark for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Jokic. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here is Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Covington dishes to Jones. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket from Lillard.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Campazzo. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 10. And big. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
They've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Good on the triple.
Oh, you'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Foul for three. McCollum outside. Feeds it to Nurkic. It's stolen by Green. Jokic against Covington. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Barton finds Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. McCollum outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound, and when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Murray, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Now here's McCollum. 2 points. That one goes.
Look, he pounces on the chance when the D falls asleep. Easy two.
1:53 left in the third quarter. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And the basket by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Down low, knocked loose. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Anthony's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, Porter. There's the three. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland, no good that time either.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard from deep three-point land bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 14 points.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Back to Powell. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got JaVale McGee, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position. And it's Murray penetrating. Millsap has the open look. And Murray with the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Murray against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Murray with it. Lets it go from 11. McGee's shot is off. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Out to Anthony from past the arc. Covington passes to Canner. 6 to shoot. Lillard outside. Over Murray. And it's Lillard again missing. The Nuggets leading by 11. The pass to Murray. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. And they're moving it up. Trying his luck from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Murray. Knocks it loose. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Enes Kanter.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's McCollum off the drive. That one falls.
Out of respect to speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shoots the 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 11. Nurkic with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Jones. A steal. Passes it to Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by Simons.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And a wide open look for McCollum, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. McCollum's got it back down to single digits for Portland. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. Jokic against Nurkic. From 18 feet away, he gets it in there. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Pass to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCollum, no good. For Denver, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
For 3, Millsap. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. And here's Millsap. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Mile High City. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward spot. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Murray with it. George picks him up. Martin, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
George from deep three-point land. Rebound by the Nuggets. Martin passes to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Jackson looking it over. Murray with the defensive effort. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton, wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Barton's got 5.
Not being shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
And the Clippers miss again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The 11-footer. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Zubats. The numbers in their favor. All going up court. That's good from Porter on the assist by Barton.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's George. Here's Zubats. No good again that time. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Patterson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
51 seconds left to play here in the first. It's good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Clippers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Quick lick from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Pass to Gordon. Millsap left side. 6 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. McGee's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And he nails the third. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. We recently checked in.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 2 guard. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Connects from 3-point range. Gordon's got 7 points. Rondo looking over the floor. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got his first points in this one.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
He gets that one.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Great open look there.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Millsap. He's got 7.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Rondo on top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to man. Back to Patterson. Shoots over McGee. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 18. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Campazzo. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Here's Patterson. Count it. Good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Passes it to Millsap. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 18. Patterson, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray against Jackson. Here's Green. Batum grabs the miss.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Wasted no time on that one.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Outside, George. Batum for three. And it's Denver with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. Oh, Porter in position. Stolen by George. Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And we finished one half of basketball. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? Jamal Murray said.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 11. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
The shot by George, wide open. And the 3 off target. Denver leading by 13. Murray outside. For three. Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender. Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Murray against Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And that'll be 2 free. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Coffey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Coffey's got his first points of the game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Rondo with the steal. Now the pass to Oturu. Outside Rondo. Kennard for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Rondo. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Stolen. Morris into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets leading by 10. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. The first free throw is good.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. And here is Murray. The kick out to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets ahead, up by 12. And we'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Patterson in at the center position. And here's George for three. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The Nuggets leading by 12. Now Murray. Shot clock at 6. Outside Gordon. Lets the three fly. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Coffey. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Coffey's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Murray outside. Now the dish to Millsap. And no good, trying to use the glass. Clippers trail by 9. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. It's rebounded by Dozier. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Holes checked in. A different look for the Clippers. Murray against George. Murray with it. Over George. That one rolling around and rims out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Batum to the middle. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And they continue to control the glass.
Denver leading by 9. Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's good for 2. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Campazzo. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Gordon against George. A 3 from Leonard. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 13. From deep 3-point range, Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Campazzo, offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Outside Jackson. A 3 from Leonard. And no good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Zubac's the pass to George. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Now, here's Bull. Pass to Dozier. Kicks it to Gordon. To the left side wing. Bull. Off target with his three. So we see Denver get the win here. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, Each guy has been going over and through. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Ole is out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. Now here's Doncic. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Jokic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. They get it back. Bull. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Doncic. He feeds it to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. No good, shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Murray. Here's McGee. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Murray. Over Doncic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Now here's Redick. Dallas moving it around. 6 to shoot. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Brunson. And he makes good on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Campazzo, Brunson covering, and he makes that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Back to Redick. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets leading by 4. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Poke loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. And here are the Mavericks now. Brunson the pass to Kleba. And a missed layup. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Gordon with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Redick kicks to Kleba. Outside, Redick. Here's Brunson. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Cauley Stein is out there with Maxi Kleba. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Brunson in at the point. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The dish to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. Denver grabs the miss.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
There's Gordon with the three. Redick with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Redick. Millsap with the double team. The three ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And stolen by Redick. Out to Hardaway. And that one, good.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Doncic feeling it out. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Doncic left side. Yep, that one goes. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
Murray against Doncic. And Murray, here we go. Porzingis with the block. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Doncic. Feeds to Powell. Porter with the steal. Jokic against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Al Richardson passes it to Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
A different look for Dallas. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Dozier, and he lays it straight in. Dozier's got his first points in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brunson finds Richardson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Nuggets leading by 7. 29 seconds left now here in the second. Dozier off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Kicks it to Richardson. Barton against Brunson. Clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Brunson. Back to Porzingis. The 11-footer. That one doesn't go. And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a close with us. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They've got the 7-point lead. And big... And...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
They've got JaVale McGee, Gordon out there at Bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Bowl after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shoots over Powell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And like his father, Manu, Bowl's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Mavericks trail by 9. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Stolen by McGee. The drive by Gordon. Dozier. It's good on the putback. Dozier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. McGee with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The pass to Dozier. The three. It's rebounded by Dallas. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doncic right side. That one good for 2.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so here is Dallas. Denver getting their last shot to go. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dozier. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. And he comes up with the deuce. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Powell. Stolen away. Gordon deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. It's Powell on the wing. Doncic against Gordon. And Doncic gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Bull. Lob pass to Gordon. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic outside. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got J.J. Redick. Maxi Kleber is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at point guard. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Stolen by Brunson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Murray, here we go. Passes to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
And here's Brunson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Jokic, and he converts the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, that's just sweet passing there from Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
Brunson finds Redick. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's you. Oh, that was something else.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson, and stolen by Murray. Now here's Millsap. Murray outside. Back to Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Enjoy the aggressive play from Millsap on that possession there to draw contact on the play.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. Mavericks trail by 10. Richardson outside. Pass to Brunson. Down low. Porzingis high post. He's against Jokic. And stolen by Barton. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Barton throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Brunson, and that one drops. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trail by 10. Richardson the pass to Powell. Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good. For Denver, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Murray the pass to Porter. Outside for Murray. Denver with a new 14. Barton wide open. He fires. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jamal Murray.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Porter dishes to Millsap. Oh, Porter in position. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell the pass to Richardson. Jokic with the steal. An open look for Barton. They grab their own miss. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have to clear it. The beautiful skyline of Denver. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Powell, no one around him, misses the 3. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Barton drives in, and Barton throws it down.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now here's Barton. Back to Jokic.
Oh, what a finish! Good. With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Murray against Lillard, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And the pass to Nurkic for Murray. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Denver in the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And so here's Denver. Portland making their last shot. And it's Green with a sensational play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Anthony. He dishes it to Cantor. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Cantor sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
There's the dish to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
It's McCollum with the drive. Denver leading by 4. Here's Gordon. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Green taking his time here. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Now McCollum. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Jones dishes to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the bucket.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
McGee can't get it to fall. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future.
I know that when the main guy usually decides to move on, that's kind of like a...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Norman Powell, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Pass to Murray. Powell with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Simons. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Good work there as it goes.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
Powell, the pass to Kanter. Rebounded by McGee.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Oh, I have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Here's Simons. Here's Kanter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Both teams will make substitutions. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the middle. To the paint. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And now Portland on the break, moving it up. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Murray against Lillard. Bull. And another miss by Denver.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Lillard outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And it's Murray penetrating. And Covington sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. Feeds to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Crew on the 14-footer. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Murray finds Gordon. 30 seconds left in the first half.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
For Denver, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The Nuggets making a switch here. And he's good on the second. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Lillard against Murray. From outside the arc. Lillard misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Doesn't go that time. And so it's tied. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. They couldn't hold on to and
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Jokic against Nurkic. Millsap passes to Jokic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And Jokic drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's Jones on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum passes to Nurkic. That one goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Campazzo. No good from outside. The Trailblazers shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Simons, the pass to Covington. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And, Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Pass to Simons. And he gets the bucket. Simons has got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And, you know, this is where Millsap excels. I mean, a great interior score. He has the size and touch to pulverize defenses.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. And a miss there on the triple.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And that one drops for him.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
It's McCollum on the wing. Simons surveying the D. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Anthony with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Nobody near Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 8 points for him.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Here's McGee. Nurkic with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Powell kicks to Nurkic. There's the pass to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony finds Nurkic. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Dozier. Tries again. Millsap misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Porter, here we go. The 10-footer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Lillard outside. Dishes it to Nurkic. Out to Anthony. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lillard again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Lillard with it. Cantor misses the shot.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Gordon inside, covered by Lillard. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Lillard misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Murray, good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Murray outside. He kicks to Millsap. Barton outside. Denver passing it around. Murray dishes to Millsap. Offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Pass to McCollum. To the inside. Here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's now 9 points for Enes Kanter. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic from 12 feet out. Buries the jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
And McCollum puts up a deep three. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barton, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to McCollum. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Fernie Simons.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard, lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Down low, McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
High post, Nurkic. A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Covington passes to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Campazzo. Good work defensively by Lillard. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Powell dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Barton against Covington. Back to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Covington finds McCollum. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Lets a floater go, and that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Lillard, right side, stolen by McGee.
Well, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooting. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for